Hey everyone, it's Steve here, the DJ Lab. I want to talk about the big news that came out a couple of days ago, July 11th, 2023 to be exact, where the announcement came that Alpha Theta Corporation acquired Serato Audio Research Limited. Basically, everyone's out there talking about Pioneer DJ just bought Serato DJ. Not quite accurate. Alpha Theta Corporation is an umbrella corporation that owns Pioneer DJ. So you can go onto their website and read all about it. And in the short, they say they're not going to change anything. They're going to run business as usual. So there's a bunch of conspiracies and people talking online that Pioneer did this so they could bury Serato and make Rekordbox the one and have no competition. And that the other companies, like Ed Music brand, for instance, with all their stuff, that they're not going to pay the licensing for Serato. Just jump right over to Ed Music for a second. That these guys are not going to pay the licensing to have Serato on their hardware anymore because they don't want to feed any money into the competitor. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. This is not a race to the moon or something. Lots of companies exist on the planet that have healthy competition. Apple's not trying to bury Samsung, and Samsung's not trying to bury Apple. There's plenty of people that will buy both. And look at this. Ed Music is an umbrella company that has all of these brands under it. Look at them just on the DJ side of things. You got Denon DJ, right? You've got Newmark. Don't forget that Mixmeister software. That was really cool. You got Rain. You got Stanzen. And you know what? They have these different brands, and they're not competing against each other. It might seem like competition between Denon DJ products and Newmark products and Rain products, but they're not. It's not a big deal for someone to own a bunch of different companies doing the same kind of thing. Cell phone companies, same thing. Here in Canada, you got Rogers, you got Fido. Same company, different price plans. Seems like competition, right? It is, but they don't care. It doesn't matter. In music, whether they pay the license to Serato software guys in Australia, or they're paying it to Pioneer DJ or Alpha Theta, technically. They're paying the money to Alpha Theta. It doesn't matter. It's the same money out of the pocket. Who cares? It's only going to matter if Pioneer decides or Alpha Theta decides to change the pricing of licensing. And they said they're not doing anything. They haven't announced they're changing anything, so we'll have to see. Serato website looks the same. The one thing that obviously Alpha Theta is going to want for the Pioneer Rekordbox stuff, Pioneer DJ Rekordbox, is they're going to want the stems because stems are better on this system than they are on Rekordbox. So they're going to grab some code, of course. They're going to use a little bit of this. It's now theirs, right? Why wouldn't you use it? And then we talk about all these guys online. Now, to be fair, I didn't watch all of Digital DJ Tips video. And, I watched a little bit of Mojax. And I watched just a little bit of Cleveland Terry. And everyone's kind of talking like they don't know what's going to happen, what's going to be the big deal. They don't know anything. I don't know anything. I'm just using straight, pure logic. And the logic to me is they're not going to change anything. You know why they bought the company? And I heard this from a guy right at Pioneer, because he didn't know anything in advance either. He goes, it was a pretty simple theory. Well, it was simple what kind of went down. And he was on Cleveland Terry's, he was watching Cleveland Terry, and I guess this guy from MIT, he throws in his 2 cents and said, you know what? It's real simple. Serato was for sale, and Pioneer obviously knows we better buy it before Ed Music buys it. Ed Music is a big company. They just bought Moog synthesizers. They bought Moog. And they got a lot of brands. So you better buy it so you have some control over this stuff. Because if End Music had bought it, well, that might have been a problem for Pioneer. Because Pioneer doesn't necessarily want to pay the license to End Music, maybe. And it just would have really grown their brand. So, of course, they're going to buy it. But fear not, everyone. At the end of the day, guess what? You're still going to wait forever if you want to buy some Pioneer equipment because of all the shortages of the chips and, the back orders and everything else that happened. And COVID, everything. There was an excuse for everything. Quality control on the products is still going to be subpar compared to back in the day because there's less people in these factories looking over things and they're trying to pump them out faster. So you're going to get more mistakes. We won't even talk about my A9 mixer that has misaligned LEDs in it. But that's okay. That's a story for another time. Just don't stress out. Don't get all freaked out. The world's not coming to an end. Rekordbox is not going to bury Serato. We're still going to have two systems. And if anything, everything's going to get better because now we got the things that Rekordbox could do that were a little bit better. And there was things that Serato could do that were a little bit better. And maybe they're going to share some of that code between the two platforms and we'll get something nice out of it. Not to mention, this might light a little fire under Denon. And maybe Denon will come out with some new software, the new standalone software to compete. It's possible. They've got a lot of people, a lot of developers working on things. They're doing a lot of stuff with the standalone players, giving us touch effects, giving us built-in samplers. God knows what else they're going to give us. And now that they've acquired Moog and they've got all that synthesizer technology and the plug-in technology for effects, God knows what's going to come in the future. Anyways, my friends, let me know what you think in the comments. But please, just chill. Enough of the speculation. Everything's going to be cool. Have yourself a great day. Talk to you all soon.